In the booth by my good friend, Coach Randy Osnes. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's nice to be out here on a great night, great Friday night. I know we played on Tuesday night last week, but how about it? Friday night football, here we go.
Cardinals going to take on the Huntsville Eagles. And before we get into the tonight's game, let's go ahead and let's show the coach's show, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about matchups, Coach.
Sounds great.
Hello, Cardinal fans. My name is Jared Morrison. I'm joined here by head coach Mike Adams. We're here for week 2 of the Mike Adams Show. And Coach, we kind of had a rough week last week against Prairie Grove. Started off, it was a Tuesday night game. First game in Northwest Arkansas. Had a great crowd. That was one positive, and that's kind of where it ended. Had a rough game there. Tell us a little bit about that game, kind of what happened.
Well, we got off to a rough start, gave up a long drive to start the game, but we came right back down and scored and take the lead. But we had 3 kids. It was their first varsity game playing on our weak side, and Prairie Grove found them. They did some things. We got in a bare front to take away the trap and their strong buck, which we did, but they adjusted and used some motion and things to outflank us on our weak side, and it took those kids a while to get adjusted. We didn't do a very good job adjusting that early in the ball game, early in the first quarter, and then in the second quarter. And then we had a bad exchange on our punt and gave them a short field, and things kind of snowballed on us. And we look up and we're down 26-7 in the second quarter. From that point on, we finally got it adjusted defensively. We played really well. We actually ended up the game with more offense than Prairie Grove did. We got down close 2 or 3 times, had 1 touchdown call back, and had another one, 2 or 3 other opportunities where we should have scored, but we didn't. That's what happens when you play a really good football team. They're ranked number 3 in the state right now, and they've got a lot of talent and ability, and we didn't play very well to begin with, but I was proud of our kids that we did come back and got things settled down and played better in the second half.
Yeah, it was one of those games, a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of, we beat ourselves maybe more than they beat us a little bit, especially offensively. Well, Coach, let's put that out of our mind. Let's move on. I know we're all happy to do that. This week is a good chance, a good opportunity for a comeback week against Huntsville. Tell us a little bit about Huntsville.
Huntsville has changed everything they do. They've been a traditional split-look defense and a kind of a wing T team. They've gone to a spread on offense, and now they're kind of going to what's in style right now, the 3-4 look. Arkansas has gone to it, so we've seen several teams change to that. So it's different. They're a pretty young team, particularly up front. They're playing some sophomores on their offensive and defensive line. Hopefully, we have some experience there, and that'll benefit us. They've got a good quarterback who can throw it and can run really well. He's their best athlete, and they like the ball in his hands.
So we're going to see a lot of gun, a lot of do they have tight end? What are we going to see offensively?
No, they don't play with any tight ends. They play what we call nasty set with 3 receivers and 2 backs, but they're probably more of a spread team where they have doubles, trips, and they'll even play with no backs a lot. They'll spread out and go 3 by 2 and try and get you to spread out and let that quarterback make plays.
Offensively, on our side of the ball, is there anything that you really want to focus on this week?
Well, we just need to do a better job of finishing plays. We had, like I said, in the Prairie Grove game, we had 2 or 3 opportunities down there close, and there's really, you could probably take 5 or 6 plays from that game, and if one guy does a little bit better on execution, we score. We had a couple of chances for big plays, and we missed on the throw, and we had a guy wide open behind everybody. We had a screen set up, cleared out the whole half of the field. We had one guy left. We missed a block on him. He made, so we just got to do a better job executing and finishing those plays. When we get opportunities down the red zone, we got to score.
Defensively, when you're looking at our side on defense, I know that at practice this week we've talked a lot, you've talked a lot about being aggressive. Is that kind of your focus for this week?
Right. I think we were a little timid the other night, and we were so concerned about getting in the right place against Prairie Grove, which is you got to do.
Yeah.
And for the most part, we got in the right place, but we got there and we did not make a play on the ball, and so that's the thing we try to focus on this week is we've got to be aggressive and not be afraid to make plays defensively.
How has, the fact that we had a Tuesday night game, so then we had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but then we had a 3-day weekend with Labor Day, and gave the kids off on Monday and the coaches. It's
yeah.
nice. How is that? Has that changed? How we normally prepare?
Not really. We had a chance last Thursday and Friday to go ahead and get started on Huntsville, and we had shorter practices, and then we had a 3-day weekend. So our kids feel like we should be fresh. We've got most of our injured kids back now, with the exception of Rhett Rominger, and so we're feel like we should be in good shape physically. Length of time for preparation, it gives the coaches a little more time to study them. But as far as practice, we've had about the same amount as we usually do.
So, Coach, I think hopefully this show is going to be watched at the Booster Club tailgate before the game. Let's talk a little bit about our Booster Club. Our Booster Club has done a lot. We've grown a lot. Just talk a little bit about the Booster Club and what they mean to our program.
Well, they mean a lot to our program. Those guys have done a great job recently. They've really tried to add some enthusiasm around our community. They've tried to increase their numbers. They've increased the amount of support they give us financially, which is huge for us. We exist totally off what we take in at the gate. So anytime we have extra stuff, and a lot of times not just extra stuff we need, the Booster Club's been there to help supply that stuff. And those guys have really injected some enthusiasm in their overall program, and that's exciting for us. We want to, hopefully pay off with a better product this Friday night. But we're looking forward to that tailgate, and we're looking forward to continuing the relationship with the Booster Club. Yeah,
they really have. I don't want to leave anybody out, but just off the top of my head, Josh Matthews, Kerry Pitts, David Duncan, Catherine Duncan, Pam Jowers, Josh Waggle, Tommy Girardi. Those are some names that come to mind that I see. Leon and Fallon Thomas. That's Leon's our president of our Booster Club. Those are all some people that have put lots of hours and lots of effort in. We really appreciate what they do.
Absolutely, they've made a huge difference in our Booster Club. It's really obvious over the last couple of years what they've done.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you taking some time and coming and talking to me, and good luck this week.
Thanks a lot.
Hello, Cardinal fans.
We're back.
Jared Morrison.
This is Jeff Oxford with Coach Randy Osnes. And Coach, we just watched the coaches show there, and we're playing Huntsville Eagles tonight. They're a 4A school. We're 5A. And Coach Law, he used to always tell me this: you had scheduled some tough games during your preseason, your first 3 games, if you want to call it a preseason, before you hit conference play. You schedule 1 you think you can win. Schedule next 2, going to be a real big challenge. But I'm telling you, tonight, Cardinals going to play good and win.
Going to have to play a sound ball game. Going to have to be fundamentally sound. Defensively, we had some question marks last week, and we have had 10 days to actually come back and improve on those areas. And we'll see early on tonight what we've done the last 10 days. And very excited to see how this defense responds. Offensively, we came out last week and had a real good drive, solid drive. Xavier State made a fingertip grab down here on about the 25, and then we punched it in for, a 7-7 ball game early in the game. It looked like we was just going to be a fight all night long, and then Prairie Grove came out and kind of manhandled us there definitely in the second half. And like I said, 10 days, long time, making a lot of improvements, a lot of adjustments.
Well, Coach, I know one thing that they worked on this week is, you mentioned long drives. We come out, got the second half kickoff last week, marched it down the field, took 9 minutes, got down inside the 10-yard line and couldn't punch it in. I know one of the things they talked about this week was finishing.
Oh, we've got to finish. It was demoralizing. You come out, you receive the football, and you march the ball down, 70-something yards, and then you stall out there at the 3-yard line or whatever it may be. And, from that point forward, it just seemed like the wind was out of our sails.
When you look at the sidelines tonight, you'll notice a big discrepancy in the number of players. Now, Huntsville doesn't come over with as many players, but, Coach, they've got 7 or 8 that really stand out.
They do. On that sideline over there, actually coming out starting the quarterback tonight, you've got number 10, Sean McCone, who is doing a great job for him. He's a junior quarterback. They've got a couple of kids that run the ball extremely well, Zach Elsey, and then also Blake Whittington. And kind of excited to see what these guys have. I know from listening to Coach Harper and some of the other coaches this week that have watched a lot of tape, these guys can put it in the house if we don't, maintain our jobs and do what we're supposed to do defensively.
And, Coach, on the Cardinal side of the ball, you already mentioned one in Xavier Staten, but who's got to really step up tonight?
Well, I think tonight definitely it's our offensive line. I felt like, especially in the first half last week, we were reestablishing, the line of scrimmage. We were plugging away at 3 yards a carry. especially there in that second half, that first drive where we marched it down the field. Those guys need to dominate tonight and let Caleb Williams rack up some yards behind them.
Well, Coach, we're 1 minute away from kickoff. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the start of the ball game.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life. Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news.
Farmington won the toss. We'll be receiving. We'll be receiving the ball going from north to south this week. Number 10, McCone for Huntsville will be kicking off for the Eagles.
All right, Cardinal fans. Coach, great night for football. The weather's beautiful, good crowd. Eagles have got it teed up. They're waiting on a clear the south end zone so we can start. We had some Pee Wee cheerleader camp, and they got to perform before the start of the game, and now they're waiting on them to get off the field.
They did a great job. I can tell you this, right before you came back on, you snuck away there for a little while, and all of a sudden we went live, and I realized real quick I'm not a play-by-play guy. I'm a color guy.
You're the color guy. Yeah, you are. I mean, you're the one that brings the knowledge.
Oh, yeah. That's
a scary thought, I know.
Oh, I even heard our assistant principal down there chuckle on that one.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to mess with him because he's the one that pronounces all the hard names.
There you go.
Yeah. So they got everybody off the field, and we're ready to go. Now we're going to have a timeout after this official sprints all the way back down the field. He's got his hand up. Looks like he's motioning for an oxygen mask.
Well, the boys from Fort Smith must be, this side must be in pretty good shape.
Here comes the kick. It's a high, short kick. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. Back up over the 30, makes one miss, and is going to be brought down from behind at the 32-yard line. And that is Damari Donovan with the return. So here comes Waggle and the boys.
Excited to see how this offensive line does right here. Huntsville looks like they've got 3 down linemen that have about the same size as we have.
So Waggle's going to be your quarterback. Caleb Williams is the lone setback. Sturgeon's going to go split to the far side. We got 2 to the near side. Waggle's up under center. Here comes the handoff to Caleb. Caleb makes one miss at the line of scrimmage and pushes the pile forward to about the 36-yard line.
He did a good job right there just to advance the ball 3 yards. They had a little penetration into our backfield. And left side of the line is going to have to pick it up a little bit. 55 for Huntsville. Definitely Kirk Glenn. I talked to one of their assistant coaches prior to the game. He is definitely a force on their defense.
Waggles back up under center. This time we're going to have Williams in the backfield lined up behind the fullback. Got a little running room. The ball is on the ground, and it looks like the Eagles have recovered it at the 45-yard line.
Had an opportunity, hit the hole hard. The linebacker kind of stuck out a big right hand out there and kind of punched the ball out. Huntsville pounced on it.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Sean McCone is lined up in the shotgun. Looks over the sidelines, get the play with Cyrus Crowe set up right beside him. 2 receivers split to either side. Redbirds in a 4-man front. Here they come in motion, and there's a flag. Cyrus Crow decided to get a head start. Going to back them up 5.
Well, this is a new look as far as I haven't seen Huntsville play in a while, and to come out no huddle, give us twins to both sides, and all of a sudden give us some motion. A little different look than we've seen out of Huntsville, or I've seen out of Huntsville in the last couple of years.
Tyler Welch is split on the far side. Here's a snap, low snap. There's a takedown. Throw downfield and then wide open at the 37-yard line and moves forward to the first down to about the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 31.
Elsie did a great job. Saw his quarterback scrambling, was going to come back to the ball. He found a little soft opening there in the zone, set down, and McCone found him there on the flat for a nice game.
Michael Sellers had a beat on him, and he just got tackled. McCone looks back over toward the sidelines. Coach signals in the plays. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the near side. Now here they go in the motion. Ball's on the ground. Coach, so far we've seen 3 snaps, 2 penalties, but 2 of those 3 snaps have been low.
They have been low, and you know, the tailback for Huntsville, he that time it was Elsie, I believe. No, I take that back. That was Cyrus Crow. Got a little head start.
Same formation for the Eagles. Another low snap. That pass is picked off. Great play. Javen Jowers undercut the route. And the Cardinals going to take over on the 45. And, Coach, that's right where the fumble was recovered.
It sure was, and not only that, you could tell that Jowers paid attention in film study this week, and, you know, he was right up here in the face of the receiver, playing that flat, and as soon as he saw that little flanker screen out there, he read it well and broke on the ball.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals, so not even 2 minutes in the game, and both teams have a turnover. Parrish leads the boys to the line. Waggle's going to line up in the shotgun. Caleb Williams is right beside him. Here comes the quick out to the near side, trying to get some help. And here goes Sturgeon trying to get to the opposite side, and he's going to be brought down.
You know, Blake Whittington did a great job of redirecting defensively when Sturgeon cut that back to the far sideline, to the visitor sideline, broke out of his secondary position, came up, made a great tackle.
That's going to make it second down and 13 for the Redbirds. Waggles up under center. Here comes the fullback trap. He's at the 40, the 50, 45, 40, and gets knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
Well, that's one way to go ahead and take care of a defense, is getting a little penetration right there. The nose guard was coming up the field quite a bit and made him an easy trap block.
Jared Oski with the big pickup. Now Oski's going to line up in the slot while Waggle's in the shotgun. Hand off to Caleb. Caleb breaks it to the outside, cuts it back inside, then runs over one at the 28 and gets down inside the 23. Good hard run there by Caleb.
That's kind of what we need to see. A little more physicality, being physical right there, not only in the offensive line, but the way we run the football. That was a great run, and he finished it off well.
First down and 10. The ball sitting at the Cardinal 22-yard line. Waggles under center. Oski's your fullback. Hand off to Caleb. He falls in behind Oski. Oski clears the path, but Caleb's going to be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Be a pickup of 4.
Once again, there was Kirk Glenn coming off that edge, defensive right. He came down hard and got a hand in there on the foot. Tripped up Williams there as he's trying to make a cut.
Second down and 6 to go. Ball at 18. 9 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Waggles under center. I formation. Now the Oski's going to go in motion. Here comes the counter. Caleb Williams dragging Tyler Welch all the way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, there's a staple of the offense right there, that counter. You know, that's what Mike Adams brought over from Fayetteville High School, and he ran that every year. It's been very successful. Once again, that defense was over pursuing and run that counter back away from it.
First down and go for the Redbirds. Waggles under center. Williams your lone setback. Here comes the handoff to Caleb. He's got some running room up the middle, and he's going to get all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now he's got the defense set. McCone's got the offense set. Twin receivers to the far side. And here comes pressure up the middle. Pass is almost picked off as the Redbirds got pressure on McCone. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Things are changing in kitchens.
Right A-gap. Put a lot of pressure on McCone. McCone tried to throw us another one.
Now, Coach, I watched them line up in this same formation last night, and they quick kick, but looks like they're going to go ahead and drop McCone back a little further. He rolls out. It's going to be a soccer-style kick. No, he's going to run. He's going to be out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That's 4.5 yards short of the first down. Redbird's going to take over with excellent field position.
I think he turned the corner and, you know, looked like it was all green grass out there for him, and all of a sudden a couple red jerseys shows up, and he had no chance of picking up that first down.
First down and 10 for the Redbirds. The ball on the Huntsville Eagle 44. Waggles your quarterback. Redbirds in an I formation. Quick little throw to Zay, and Staten gets down to the 39-yard line.
Well, we definitely have a size matchup, or difference there with Staten. Staten being about 6'2", up against a corner in that situation that's about 5'8", and then he just carried him about 4 yards after the reception.
First down and 10 for the Redbirds. They'll move the ball down to the Huntsville Eagle 34-yard line. Caleb's your lone setback. Here comes the toss to Caleb. Caleb's going to cut it back in behind that big offensive line. Going to get down inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line, pick up a 5.
He did a great job of establishing the corner out there and making Caleb cut back in, and when he did, he definitely lowered his shoulder. I like the way he's running the football this week.
Redbirds taking a little time to get the play in. The clock's down to 13. They're just now getting ready to break the huddle.
Reed Turner's in the backfield this play.
Play clock's down to 3. And the Redbirds are going to have to call timeout. So with 5:31 left to go here in the first quarter, Redbirds up 7-0. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app.
I use it to deposit checks.
Snap the pictures, enter a few things,
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The Deer Woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403. Or online at madskyrentals.com.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford with Coach Randy Ozis. Redbirds got 2nd down and 5. Waggles in the shotgun. And that pass is going to be blown up out in the flats.
And Tyler Welch did a great job coming out of a strong safety position to see that. He read that all the way, faked to Sturgeon, and then all of a sudden had one little flanker screen set up out here. And like I said, he did a little film study this week himself.
Well, Coach, Sturgeon is one that last week I thought had an exceptional ball game.
You know, we used to hand out stickers each week for, you know, good plays and hustle and so on, and I would have loaded his helmet up last week.
Sturgeon's going to come split to the near side. Staten. Looks like Oski split to the far side. Waggles up under center. 7-step drop. Goes over the middle to Staten inside the 20, the 15, down to about the 8-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 9.
Well, Staten did a great job on a digger out right there. He came across in front of the safeties behind the linebackers and just kind of slowed his route down to let the defenders clear. And Waggle did a great job of seeing him there in the middle of the field and delivering a strike.
Inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Waggles up under center. Hand off to Caleb. Caleb trying to split between the guard and the tackle. He's going to fall forward down to about the 5.5, 6-yard line.
Cody Ogden and Kurt Glenn once again. You know, Ogden's made a couple plays defensively, but you know, 55 Kurt Glenn's been on, you know, virtually every play so far defensively for Huntsville.
2nd down and goal. The Redbirds break the huddle. Waggle's going to be in the shotgun. Caleb's going to be right beside him. Staten along with Oski here on the near side. Jacob Gray, wide receiver, run the bubble to Sturgeon, and Sturgeon's going to be brought down for a loss back to the 7.
That pass kind of brought him back into the defenders. If he could have delivered a strike right there, may have been able to plant his right foot and get back to the pylon, that might have been a positive play.
3rd down and goal. The ball sitting at the 8. Waggles under center. Here comes the handoff to Caleb. Caleb with a nice cut in the backfield. Gets down inside the 5. So 4th down and goal. Jacob Friedman is checking into the game. Boys, you're going to have to hurry again. Play clock's down to 7. Waggle gets it off. Pass into the end zone to Jacob Gray. Touchdown.
3 receivers side. Jacob Gray was the tight end, and linebackers kind of lost him there, and he worked his way away from the defense, and pretty much kind of like the old Florida pass. And little fullback, quick dump.
Snap is up. Kick is up, and it's good.
You know, one thing I did this week, I asked Brian Dean to get us a few more replays. And we may have to get a few more seconds on those replays, Brian. I'm just kidding. That was a well-executed play right there. A good little dump pass to Jacob Gray, and offensive line did a good job right there. Kind of mixed it up in that series, going away from the run some until we got down there inside the 20 and, you know, mixed the plays. Once again, a good offensive execution, a good offensive series.
Well, Coach, you think Huntsville watched any film this week? Because every pass that Drew Sturgeon has caught tonight, he's caught 3 of them. All 3 of them have gone for losses.
You know, the great thing about high school athletics now and the way these coaches do things, you know, they get these kids involved and they're watching as much film as the coaches do almost. And, you know, you're going to key on the kids that look really good the week before. This time of year, they normally only have one game film along with the scrimmage film, and I'm sure they saw what we saw last week, because that number 3 had the ball in his hands quite often, and he made great things happen. And it looks like the Huntsville secondary is definitely keying on Sturgeon.
So the Redbirds are going to tee it up. And kicking off for the Redbirds is Colton Reeves. And I noticed that he kicked the last extra point, so that's a job that Sturgeon's been doing. So ball's headed toward the sidelines. It's going to go out of bounds. So that'll give the Eagles good field position up at the 35-yard line.
I have an opportunity to look around here at the crowd, and another great crowd tonight. It was a really good crowd 10 days ago for the Prairie Grove game. Looks like we got another great one tonight.
Lined up down around the south end zone. This community's always supported the program. McCombs took every snap from the shotgun position, and this one looks to be no different. First down and 10, the Eagles. Twin receivers on either side. The Redbirds lined up in the forefront. Here comes the blitz. McCombs going to tuck it and run. There's a flag on the play, and it looks like for the third time tonight, the Eagles are going to draw the false start call.
And get a little jump in the backfield. 2 men in motion too many times.
Moves the ball back to the 30-yard line with 2:14 left to go here in the first quarter. Huntsville with a change in personnel. Got trip receivers to the far side, one to the near. McComb gets the snap. It's a little low. Here comes the pressure. They flushed him out of the pocket, got him back at the inside the 20. Now he's going to go deep, and that pass is overthrown at the 45-yard line.
Did a great job, had some good pursuit, had a lot of pressure off our defensive left side. Chased him here towards our near sideline, and they did have a receiver that got behind the secondary, but we did a great job forcing him to overthrow that pass.
Now they've thrown a flag, and I think it's on our sideline.
Had a warning earlier. I think that was part of the reason why we weren't getting our plays in very quick. We get a sideline warning here. These guys are a little more persistent, a little more technical as far as keeping us, 3 yards behind the field of play. Or at least a yard behind anyway.
Well, Coach Harper's telling him about it. Coach Harper don't like the call.
Imagine that.
Yeah. McCombs in the shotgun, quick slant. That pass is incomplete. Montez was coming up to lower the boom, and he's kind of limping a little.
Tried to hit a hot receiver and one-hopped him. Once again, just like last week, I thought Montez and Hill playing safeties, twin safeties back there, did a great job coming out of the middle of the field to make plays.
Twin receivers. McComb feels the low snap. Here, look for a screen pass. Great job by the defense, got it all covered up. And they're going to chase McComb down at the 31. And Coach Jacob Rogers sniffed that one out pretty quick.
He did, and Freeman, of course, once again, that's the second time we've run a blitz with our Mike linebacker. He's coming up that right A gap, and, there's no one there to pick him up. They're not seeing the linebackers on a blitz, and we're getting a free shot at McComb and flushing him out of the pocket.
So here comes the punt return team. And McComb just barely gets it off. Fielded at the 40. Got some running room at the 50. Makes one miss at the 45. Going to get down to about the Eagle 42-yard line as Drew Sturgeon fielded it at the 40. Picked up 18 yards.
We got a minute 11 left here in this first quarter. See if we decide to stay with the passing game or stay balanced like we were this last series, or maybe line up like we did in the first series and just see if we could run over some folks.
I would not be surprised to see us try to hit them deep right here. You got single coverage on the top. Here comes the handoff to Caleb. Caleb's going to get inside the 40, down inside the 35, and get all the way down to the 31-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
I was giving Brian Dean a hard time a while ago about replays. If we had that one back up there on replay, you can see our interior offensive line. We reestablished an offensive line of scrimmage at least 6 yards down the field, and we're still driving when Williams was tackled. And that's good to see from the offensive side and from an offensive coach's perspective. That's great to see.
Waggle's going to go up under center. Cody Parrish is your center. Zach Newman, the big right guard. And there goes Cardinal
Reed Turner.
Reed Turner gets down inside the 25 to the 24.
That little trap block in between, or to start that play out, I don't know what kind of trap that actually was. It kind of looked like it was busted up to start with. Made a good positive gain out of it.
Second down and 3. 13 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Here's another handoff to Turner. Turner's got some run room at the 20. Spins off a tackle to 17 and gets down inside the 15. That's going to be a first down, and as soon as they set the chains, we'll start the clock, and that'll end the first quarter.
Once again, I mean, that play right there was just, I mean, it's like an old-fashioned power without the exception of the tight end being in there to block down and then kick out with your fullback. Our right side of the offensive line is destroying their left side of their defensive line, and that's fun to watch.
Coach, I was looking out there to play before that. I watched Zach Newman and Sam Stevens.
Both those guys doing a great job. It was Jarek, I can't even say Jarek's last name.
Kozlowski?
There you go. I'm gonna catch something for that right there.
You will.
I will. But
I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce it right either.
I'm gonna tell you this. He had a pancake block right there, and I'm sure he'll have a good time watching that on film tomorrow morning.
So it's 14-0. The Redbirds got great field position, knocking on the door again. And Coach, we had talked about this a little bit last week. We think it's vital that you establish that run game.
Oh, it's got to be. I mean, especially with the size we have on the offensive line. You look out there, and I don't remember too many Farmington teams that we've had in the past, especially over my 22 to 24 years, whatever it's been, I've been here now, to have 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and these guys weighing anywhere from 255 to 305. We should be dominating this offensive line or this line of scrimmage, and to this point tonight, we've definitely done so.
So it's going to be first down and 10. Both teams coming back out on the field. Cardinals got them huddled up, and the Whitecap says, if everybody's ready, we're going to play a little football. Let's start the second quarter. Waggle breaks the huddle. He's going to be under center. Two receivers split to the near side, slot back on the near side. Caleb Williams is your long tailback. Zay's split to the far side, and here comes Caleb, run right up the middle behind the big old tackle, breaks the third tackle, and is going to get down inside the 5. And, Coach, from about the 10 on, Caleb was fighting off tacklers.
Yes, he was. That was another counter play. Brought the guard and tackle from the left side of the offensive line over and overloaded their defense. And from the point of contact, he probably shucked 3 or 4 tackles right there.
First down and goal from just inside the 3. Oski's your fullback. Caleb's your tailback. Waggles up under center. Hand off to Caleb. He's going to be hit in the backfield. And he's going to end up losing about 1.5 yards.
Almost the same play. He just decided to plant his right foot and cut back to our offensive left. Wasn't any blocking on the offensive left. We were all over there working hard on the right side.
Waggle points over to this part of the end zone, and I think what he saw was what we saw, that Zay had single coverage over here on the open side of the field. Zay's going to be lined up on the hash. Waggles up under center. Fakes the handoff. Here's the rollout. And there's Zay in the corner of the end zone.
And they even switched corners that second play, and they brought Elsie over top of Zay, and we ran out a little bootleg pass, and he had either receiver. He could have thrown to Oski, the fullback, or Zay in the corner of the end zone.
Little naked bootleg found Zay open in the back corner, give the Redbirds a 20-0 lead with 10:45 left to go here in the first half. And, Coach, another good drive by the Redbirds.
I like is pounding the football right here, lining up and reestablishing the line of scrimmage. It's enjoyable to watch.
Colton Reeves on to attempt the extra point. Snaps a little low, but it's dug up, and Reeves' kick is up and good. So with 10:45 left, Redbirds up 21-0. Oh, we got to replay the touchdown.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports. The sports.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Little pooch kick is going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line, brought back up over the 30. The Eagles will set up shop. First down and 10. It looks like at about the 32-yard line.
I can tell you so far tonight, Jeff, you can see our demeanor, our character is a lot better than it was or has been, or was 10 days ago. We've got guys hustling off the field, hustling onto the field, getting lined up, and we look like we're ready to play some football.
Well, Kurt Herbstreit, we appreciate that analogy. As Huntsville is lined up in the shotgun.
One thing and a break, and here we go.
Here comes McCone on the quarterback keeper. He's going to be hit immediately. They're going to give him forward progress. One's got him at the 32, and the other one's got him at the 31. They're going to mark it back at the 32. Redbirds staying in that forefront defense. Defensive line's done a good job tonight getting in the backfield.
They've done a great job, and we've actually got up in the face of these receivers with our corners this week.
McCone gets a play from the sidelines. Jacob Freeman looks back over at Sutton. Here they come in motion. Here comes the trap play, and it's going to be sniffed out immediately on that far side. And once again, Michael Sellers sniffed it out and got him for about a 4-yard loss.
Sellers did a great job defeating the trap block. I say defeating the trap block. The back actually got there before the block did, and he wrecked that play from the very start.
Third down. McCone is in the backfield by himself. Cardinal defensive backs in a press mode. That pass is a little behind. Going to be incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down and 12.
He had Elsie open in the middle once again there in front of our safeties and behind our linebackers. He threw that a little short. We did put a little pressure on the outside receivers and hung in the flats a lot better.
Here comes the punt return team, and McCone, they are lined up in their offensive set. Now he's backing up a little bit. Here's the rugby kick, and it's headed straight toward the sidelines. Takes a Huntsville bounce, gets inside the Cardinal territory down to the 46. So, Coach, a good showing so far for the Redbird defense.
just like watching the offensive line, we're coming off the ball defensively. I would say in the last 10 days there's been a lot of one-on-one drills done, and we are definitely dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football.
First down and 10, 8:58 left to go in the first half. Jacob Gray's going to come split to the near side with Freeman. Staten is split to the far side. Drew Sturgeon's lined up in a slot on the far side. Here comes Sturgeon. Waggle with plenty of time, and his pass is picked off by Jaden Carter, and Gardner is down on the field hurt. We'll take a quick break and be right back. It'll be Huntsville's ball, first down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington Schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford with Coach Randy Osnes. Redbird defense back out on the field after the Cardinals' second turnover of the night. McCone's lined up in the shotgun. Redbird's in the forefront. High snap. And the Cardinals chase McCone, and now McCone's broke a tackle and gets all the way back up to the 35-yard line. There's a penalty flag thrown at the 37. I believe there's either going to be a hold or a push in the back or a clip. This will be an interesting call. I think you almost declined this one. They've already lost 8 yards. A block in the back.
In this situation, there's really no reason to take the penalty, in my opinion.
And Coach Adams agrees with you. Make it second down at the 35. Second down and 18. Didn't realize we was piped into their headphones.
There
Coach.
you go. There you go.
Trip receivers bunched up on the near side. One split way outside the hash on the far side. Redbirds pressing on the outside coverage. McCone's got the play. Another bad snap. McCone's going to try to run it again. This time he's going to lose a yard. Javin Jowers in on the tackle.
Huntsville's had a hard time all night as far as getting their snap in the shotgun formation. About 90% of the snaps that McCone has received have been below his knees.
Well, this play, I'm going to watch our two defensive tackles and see if we've got some slant going on. It's got their center all fuzzed up. And there it is. Pass out into the flats, and they're going to get back to the original line of scrimmage before he's brought down.
Well, you know, with the defense we're running forefront, so there's not an odd front to where we're putting somebody over the top of that center. So you've got two techniques which are lined up, you know, head up on their guards. We're not slanting, especially in that situation when it was third and a mile. We were just reading and reacting.
Fourth down and a long 10. McCone is in the shotgun. Now they go to an empty backfield. McCone with a quick kick, and boys, I don't know how he got that off. That was pure magic. As the ball hits at the 27. And it looks like Jabin Jowers touched the ball, and it's going to be Huntsville ball.
Well, that play started off with Jacob Gray almost blocking that punt and went right between his hands. And it kind of looked like to me that Jowers was signaling that maybe he thought a Huntsville punt player actually touched the ball, and of course it is a live ball. There is no penalty if you pick it up and run with it. Even if you fumble, you would get it back. But these officials didn't see a Huntsville player touch it.
So the Eagles set up shop, first down and 10 inside the 25. And coming in to clean that one up was Jaden Carter. And I tell you, Coach, I look out there and know that Huntsville Cyrus Crow, he got down just in time.
Yes, he did. He didn't really want that right there. Kind of like we talked about coming into the ball game. You know, you're going to have a different demeanor. Going to have to be a lot more physical. And so far tonight, we've definitely done that.
3 receivers split to the far side. Another low snap. McCone digs it out. Redbirds get pressure. McCone escapes it, trying to get to the sidelines. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 20. Looks like about the 24, 25-yard line. Either way, it's going to bring up third down.
He's fielding one hops all night long and then running for his life. From a defensive standpoint, we like it.
He looks like a middle infielder out there. Third down and a short 11. McCone gets the snap. Here comes the pressure up the middle. And that pass went over Montez's hands and off the helmet of the receiver.
Well, Montez mistimed his jump. And with him getting hands in the way of the football, number 8 for Huntsville, who's caught a few passes in the weeks prior. Cameron George, I don't know if the ball was deflected or not, but it hit him right in the forehead.
When that pass was thrown, I thought we had it picked off.
He had a beat on it.
So it's 4th down and 10, and the Eagles are going to take their first time out of the game. We'll take it with them with the Redbirds up 21-0 with 6:10 left to go in the first half.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973. Williams Tractor.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 4th down and 11 for the Eagles. The ball sitting at the Cardinal 25-yard line. Empty backfield. Here comes the quick slant, and they find a receiver down inside the 10. He breaks a tackle and is going to get inside all the way into the end zone.
Well, Huntsville went trips to the right to our near sideline, and they were twins to the left over there on the visitor sideline. And we brought some pressure, and right where that linebacker blitzed from, number 23 for Huntsville, Zach Elsey, did a great job of filling the void there. And of course, McCone saw him And he scampered the other 20 yards for the touch.
So 21-6, the Eagles are going to go for 2. McComb fields a snap, looking for some running room. There's a flag, and that pass is going to be incomplete. And there's a hold that will be declined. So 21-6 with 6 minutes left to go in the first half. And Coach, there have been a lot of good things tonight. But we had a fumble, we've had an interception, and now we've had a miscue on special teams.
Well, I think all those things, I mean, we said, 10 days ago that a lot of things would improve between game 1 and game 2, and I think they definitely have. There's still a few things that, need to be ironed out, and that's a great thing about playing a non-conference schedule. You've got some opportunities to see some of these kids in game situations, and, with Javin Jowers, I would imagine over the next 8 to 10 to 12 games, however far we go in the playoffs, he probably won't make that mistake again.
So the Cardinals have got their kick return unit out there. Here comes the Eagles kickoff. McCone's got it teed up. McCone's kick is going to be fielded at the 22-yard line. And it gets up over the 30, the 35. As Damari Donovan with a 15-yard return, and the Redbirds will set up shop, first down and 10. .551 left to go here in the first half. Waggle's going to be up under center. Caleb Williams is your tailback. Oski's your fullback. That ball's on the ground, and Huntsville recovers that.
Yeah, 78 from Huntsville. Pounced on the ball, did a great job staying low, getting through his offensive lineman, Colby Shepard. That ball's laying there was a gift for him. We pulled away from the center a little quick. Didn't get the snap, and here they go with 5:46 to go in the second quarter. We're giving them new life.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. And the defense has played well. They've just been put in some bad situations. McCone is your quarterback. McCone with the keeper. Looking for some running room. Gets inside the 40 down to about the 35-yard line. We'll make it second down and 6.
He did a good job on a read option, making our defensive end commit. And once he committed, the interior offensive line did a good job sustaining their blocks for him to go ahead and pick up a 4-yard carry.
2 receivers split to the near side, twins to the far. McCone is taking every snap from a shotgun position. He resets Crow to the near side. McCone drops back, and now he's going to be brought down in the backfield by Jacob Gray all the way back at about the 35-yard line. A legal shift against the Eagles. It'll be third down and 10. Coach Jacob Gray did a great job of chasing McCone down from the far side.
He did. He's getting off the ball quick. We're moving in some different defensive players, giving some kids some rest and bringing some fresh bodies in against, like you spoke about earlier, as far as the numbers game go, we definitely have a few more kids out here for football than Huntsville does.
McCone on the third down and 10. Gray trying to get him from behind again, and there's the pass out of bounds. And there comes the flag. Well, that was a late flag.
It was a late flag, and one of our water girls took the brunt of that hit, and she jumped up quicker than anybody I've seen jump up tonight, and that's probably one of the best hits I've seen tonight.
Let's see what the call is. Intentional grounding. That was a great call. I was wondering if they was going to call that. That was a great call. Huh? Intentional grounding. That'll move the ball back and a loss of down. I always love when the officials do that dance because they do that sign because it looks like they're dancing. When they do the loss of down deal, I mean, these are like old MTV guys. So there's a timeout on the field with 4:30 left to go in the first half. Redbirds up 21-6. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford, Randy Osnes. And again, the kick is, I don't know how it gets away. I don't know how we have not blocked that.
That time it was Caleb Williams. And that one right there looked like it just grazed the top of his helmet, actually.
Well, I'll tell you this, when that ball hit the ground, you seen a bunch of red hats running the other direction.
Yeah, we got away from the ball there that time.
So 21-6 Redbirds. Cardinals have set up shop, first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Waggles up under center. Oski's your fullback. Caleb Williams is your tailback. Three-step drop, quick out to Staten. Staten makes the catch, loses his footing up over the 25. It gets to the 26.
Actually, since Williams, looks like Williams is in there defensively on that last series, they've got Donovan back there at tailback now. He came up, made a pretty good block on the defensive end on the near side.
Second down and 6. Waggles up under center. Here's the handoff. Flag down in the backfield. Now let's see, that's usually from a sign of a legal procedure. They're calling a hold on the Redbirds.
Yeah, it looked like Jarek had a piece of that white jersey that time. It's the first time tonight that he's probably got a negative grade on an offensive play. He's been coming off the ball exceptionally well, and just didn't get off the ball very quick on that play.
So that's going to erase a 5-yard pickup by Donovan, move the ball back to the 15.
3:45 left to go before the half. It'd be nice for us to go ahead and put a drive together right here and put one in the house. And
Waggle with a quick step back, and he gets the ball out in the flats. They tried to set up a little screen pass on the far side. Oski's going to take it across the 20 up to about the 21-yard line. Make it third down, and we're just going to go ahead and call it 10. Got a mismatch over here. Staten man-to-man coverage. And there he is. Staten off his hands at the 49. And, Coach, that had touchdown on it.
it did. Once again, he was defended by Blake Whittington, who went out with an injury earlier. A good call. You know, if a young man, hate to say it, but if you're injured in a series or two prior, we want to see if he can still run. And we had Zay single receiver to this side, had him matched up, good matchup, a good ball, just went off his fingertips.
So that brings in the punt team. Jacob Gray will set up on the 10-yard line. Huntsville's going to set up on their own 41. High snap. Jacob Gray's punt's going to hit at the 40, take a Cardinal bounce and field it in at the 33. Up across the 40 and is going to be brought down at about the 44-yard line.
Had a couple shots at him earlier. Montez had a good shot at him right a couple yards after he received the punt. And Sellers came in right behind him and finished up the tackle.
Coach Michael Sellers has had a great first half.
He's all over the field tonight.
2:51 left to go here in the first half. McCone's in the shotgun where he's been all night long. Once again, a low snap. Little read play, and then Cardinal defense, Jacob Gray, reads it extremely well. Gets him for a 4-yard loss at back at the 40.
You know, that's in the series prior, McCone ran that same little read option, and he definitely made Gray go ahead and commit. And that time he just went ahead and handed off, and then, you know, there was nobody there. It's just one-on-one tackle.
Cardinals have been in the forefront all night. Most of the night the corners have been up pressing on receivers. Here comes the blitz off the backside, trying to get to the outside, and it's going to be met at the 39 and brought down. And in on the tackle for the Redbirds is Jay Woods along with Javin Jowers. And there's going to be a timeout on the field. Cardinals. Let's see. I believe the Cardinals called timeout.
I think they did. I think they want to preserve some of this clock right here. You know, 2 negative plays there for Huntsville, and, you know, we can force them into a situation where they get a punt. We get the ball back and maybe go ahead and get another score here before half.
Well, Coach, you're a minute 56 left before halftime. First half, offensively, you played pretty well. Defensively, you played well. You know, the one thing that's really kept Huntsville in it is 4 turnovers.
Yeah, we've had some miscues, and, you know, if you take those miscues away, this game's is pretty much already out of hand. But we've done some things to kind of keep them hanging around, and hopefully we can clean some things up here before half and most definitely in the second half.
Each team has 1 timeout left. When we come back, the Eagles will be facing 3rd down and 14 from their 40. With a minute 56 left to go here in the first half. Both teams back out on the field. Cardinals switching up their defense a little bit. Now they're bailing out as they showed blitz. Here comes Caleb, and look for here's the screen pass. Cardinals had bailed out, and they threw the screen pass. Going to get across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to call their last timeout.
Yeah, we kind of went ahead and shifted our 4-3 and took those 2 techniques and made them wide and went ahead 3 techniques out of them. And then, of course, we had a wide 9 on both sides out here, and they had a perfect play call. Thank goodness our secondary reacted well and came out the secondary and made a good play on the screen pass.
So it's going to be 4th down and 7. Ball at the 47-yard line. And, Coach, now, realistically, with the way he's been, if they choose to punt it, which I really think they will at where they're at right now, you know, realistically, you should have fairly decent field position somewhere around 20, 25, 30-yard line.
Well, if he does what he's been doing in the past, I think the odds are kind of favoring us here to the point that we're probably going to get a block punt. You know, most of the times in these shotgun situations, the shotgun offense, that quarterback, instead of being at 4.5 to 5 yards, will go ahead and back up to about 8 yards if he's going to pooch kick or punt from that position. And right now, McCone's only backed up to about 6. He's definitely given us the advantage to block the punt, and maybe we'll get one right here.
Well, there you go, Cardinal fans. Kurt Herbstreit is called predicting a blocked punt on this play.
Yeah,
so the Cardinals got their block team on. McCone lined up. Here he comes. And once again, Herbstreit is wrong. The Cardinals are going to field it on the 27. Montez breaks a tackle, goes back across field, stiff arm, and they're going to be brought down at the 32.
Down at the 32, we've got 1:31 left. We're out of timeouts. We're getting ready to see our 2-minute offense and see what we've worked on here, not only in the summer practices but actually in the last 10 days. I imagine there'll be a lot of outs and then maybe try to hit them deep here if we can't get anything going out in the flats.
So first down and 10. The Redbirds want to add some points. They need to go 68.5 yards. Waggles under center. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Waggle with the 3-step drop. Pass out here to this flat is going to be caught and brought down immediately.
We need to hurry to the line of scrimmage. We're out of timeouts.
Dimitri Donovan with a pickup of about 5. Cardinals going with a no huddle. Game clock's down to 1:12. Waggles under center. 3-step drop. Once again, pass is going to be complete for a first down. Now that should stop the clock while they move the sticks, but maybe it doesn't. Now they stop the clock. First down and 10, the ball at the 49. Waggle, 3-step drop once again, tries to go to Donovan, and that pass is incomplete.
Yeah, he threw that pass a little quick. Of course, he had a little pressure on him right there, but Donovan wasn't even coming out of his break yet whenever that pass was thrown.
Well, Coach, you ran 3 straight little passes out here on the flats. Well, what do you bet we don't look at somebody slanting across the middle on the far side now?
It'd be nice to see Zay come across the middle. They haven't backed their safeties up at all, and they're giving us that same 3-man front, odd front.
And now they're going to go deep to Sturgeon, and Sturgeon is going to catch it at the 20-yard line and be out of bounds.
We caught him in a cover, too, right there, and they definitely took Staten when Staten planted that left foot and went to the far sidelines. Ran a streak down the sidelines, went vertical, and hit him in between the corner and the safety.
49 seconds left to go. Redbirds got it first down and 10, knocking on the red zone.
First down, Cardinals.
Waggles under the center. Waggle with a quick out to Zay, and that pass is going to be caught, and it'll be out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock down at the 16-yard line.
Done a great job so far with their 2-minute offense. Been very efficient. You can see Huntsville's interior defensive linemen with all their hands on their hips. These guys are starting to get a little tired.
Second down and 6. Ball sitting just outside the 15. Waggle's going to be up under center. Caleb Williams is your lone setback. Quick drop. Waggle rolls out now. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's not going to get out of bounds. Down the play, the game clock keeps running. Coach, that may be one tomorrow where he looks at the film, they'll say, hey, go ahead and get rid of it.
Yeah, throw that one up there to Mom.
That pass was almost picked off.
16 seconds left in the ball game. It's 4th and about 6. Might look for us here to go ahead and try to get something in the end zone right here. Doubt if we try to kick a field goal.
Cardinals got the play, and here they go. Waggle's going to line up under center. Jacob Gray, or Oski split to the near side. Here goes the fade route to Staten, and they're going to be a flag on the end zone, and that may be on Zay. Let's see what they call.
A lot of jockeying for position right there, and Zay may have gotten caught right there pushing off.
Pass interference on the Redbirds, so the Cardinals will turn it over on downs. Redbirds did a great job to get it down inside the 20 and then stall out on 3 straight plays.
Well, I think I jinxed him. I was talking about how efficient we were being, and then all of a sudden we didn't get out of bounds there when when we had the opportunity to. We didn't throw it away when we had the opportunity to, and then that penalty hurt us right there. They're going to get victory formation and go ahead and get this half over with and head to the locker rooms for halftime.
So that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Redbirds are going to go into halftime ahead 21-6, and Coach, we're going to step away and let them show the dance team and the band, and you and I'll come back right before the start of the second half and let you assess the first half.
That sounds great.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app.
I use it to deposit checks,
Snap the pictures, enter a few things,
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
The Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries' famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app.
I use it to deposit checks,
Snap the pictures, enter a few things.
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the latest in Razorback apparel? Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive.
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony's Sasheries Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh yeah! Tony's Sasheries.
Makes everything taste great.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of life. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life.
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers. Good luck to all competitors and coaches. Williams Tractor would like to thank Farmington and the surrounding communities for their business and is proud to have served our customers since 1973.
Looking for free checking that isn't free?
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
From the NBC newsroom in New York, President Roosevelt said in a statement today that the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, from the air.
Late this afternoon, a bulletin from New Mexico suggested that the widely publicized mystery of the flying saucers may soon be solved.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Crimson Regiment. Now please welcome to the field the Farmington Cardettes for a combined performance with the band to Swing March and Crazy Train. color guard captains for the regiment are Liz Jones. Drumline section leader is Jaden Mills. The color guard coordinator is Gabriella Rogers. Thank you for your kind attention. Also, today in history, the epic science fiction TV show Star Trek premiered on this date 51 years ago on NBC.
Extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free Blue Checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free Blue Checking from Arvest Bank.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries, famous Creole seasoning, brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app. I use it to deposit checks,
snap the pictures, enter a few things,
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going fast. Call today at 251-9403. 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms available. 251-9403 or online at madskyrentals.com.
Farmington Schools would like to thank Trinity Rehabilitation and Melinda Day for providing athletic training services that keep our Farmington athletes safe and in the game. Trinity has clinics in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Bella Vista. If you need outpatient physical therapy, please contact Trinity at 521-2232.
Hey there, sports fans. Looking for that perfect bat? Need new football cleats? What about the...
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford, joined in the booth by Coach Randy Osnes. And, Coach, we just got through watching the Cardinal Band and the dance team perform here at halftime. Once again, they did a great job.
Always do a great job. Jim Spillers, you know, he's been here for, 26, 27, even probably longer than that, 27 years maybe. And, you know, just comes out. Not only does he have a great band, but it's amazing to me how many kids leave his program and you see them up here at the university, either playing in the Hog Wild Band for the basketball teams, or you see them, you know, marching for the football games. The guy does a tremendous job. Very proud of Jim and his program.
Well, Coach, Redbirds did a lot of good things in the first half, and they're ahead 21-6. But I'm sure they're at halftime. You know, Coach probably talking about taking care of the ball a little bit.
Oh, there's no doubt. You know, ball security, you know, and missed opportunities. And there's no telling what the score could have been. You know, if we hadn't put the ball on the ground so many times and thrown it to the wrong color jersey.
So both teams have come back out from the locker room. They're trying to get the extra 3 minutes on the clock for their warm-up, which, Coach, we talked about this last week. This drives me crazy. Why don't they set it for 20 minutes and let's go play ball?
Well, I feel the same way. We talked about this 10 days ago, and, you know, it's one of those situations when you have that Arkansas weather and the humidity is so high that you want to take care of your athletes. But up here in the hills in the last few weeks, we've had great weather. I don't know what it is tonight, probably in the mid-70s, and it's you know, it's time to go play. I think these kids are well conditioned by now, and everybody's good to go.
Well, Coach, tell me some takeaways from the first half.
Takeaways from the first half, I mean, my big keys to this game was to come in and you know, we're going to have to be more physical than we were. in week one, and we've definitely done that. We need to reestablish the line of scrimmage with the big bodies we have up front, and those guys up front have had an excellent game to this point. I hope we come out here in the second half and just go ahead and let's hand it to Caleb Williams, Reed Turner, Donovan back there in the backfield, and let them run behind that offensive line and Jared Oski, and let's just see us go ahead and really dominate their defensive line. Defensively, much better in the secondary. We've played a little cover 2. We've been up there and, in the face of the receiver, and our corners have done a good job protecting the flats. And, of course, once again, Skylar Montez and Eric Hill does a great job back there in the back playing safeties. Linebackers been, doing a good job with their blitzes. And those interior linemen are coming off the ball and getting a lot of penetration.
Well, now, Coach, there's people at home, watching this, people like Blue Barnes, people like Chad Parrish. So why don't you explain what a cover 2 is? Because I know them dudes don't know.
Well, with a cover 2, you have 4 secondary players, the 2 guys in the back are your safeties, the 2 guys that are up on each side, on near sideline and far sideline are your corners. With those 4 guys, if you run a cover 4, that means you have 4 lanes of the field going vertically. Cover 2, those safeties are going to split the field and have half over the top. So they're going to have half the field to the near sideline, half the field to the far sideline, with those corners staying up in about a 10-yard zone, playing the flat from their defensive tackle, defensive end, all the way out to the sideline.
Coach, you made the comment early in the first half, and like you, I wanted to talk more defensively. You mentioned this in the first half. It stood out to us immediately how our corners were up pressing on the receivers.
They've been pressing since they walked out on the field this afternoon, and it's good to see. To me, let's get some hands on those receivers. The way we played last week, we were allowing the receivers for Prairie Grove to actually come off and get a good start on their route. No high school player likes to be pushed off a route to start the game or to start their play. The great thing about high school ball is you can put the hands on those receivers till that ball's in the air. I think we needed to be more physical, and it looks like tonight we're definitely doing that.
Well, I like the fact you got Montez, people like Montez, Eric Hill playing their safeties, 2 athletic guys. Eric Hill's a very smart young man, and give them half the field, that'll make some plays. And so far, the defensive line put some pressure on the quarterback, made it hard for him to sit back there and let the receivers get very far downfield. Cardinals are going to kick it off to start the second half, up 21-6. That is a high kick going to be fielded. They're going to let it bounce and be picked up at the 12. And breaks a couple of tackles trying to get to the near sideline, and is going to be brought down by Montez at the 24.
Well, we got to come out of halftime, got to put a hat on somebody. That right there shows we're trying to reach and grab and arm tackle. If we're going to come out and show our dominance in the second half, our kickoff team's got to do a better job.
First down and 10. Eagles set up at the 24. Cardinals going to stay in their forefront. Montez and Hill are your safeties. Jacob Freeman mans the middle linebacker spot, and here comes a handoff up the middle. And Freeman almost stripped the ball, but he gets up over the 30 to about the 31.5.
Well, that was Huntsville's version of a counter. And it's Cyrus Crow coming out of the backfield, did a good job getting in behind that right guard going to the left, and stayed on his hip pad and picked up a good chunk of yards there.
Jacob Rogers, Michael Sellers handling the near side of the defensive line. McCone's in the shotgun, taking every snap from that spot. This time he fakes the handoff, keeps the ball. And in on the tackle, just on cues, Jacob Rogers.
Once again, you talked about him in the first half being all over the field, and he's doing a good job defensively tonight. It seems like he's been in on every play.
Chuck Carlson's going to check out of the ball game, and coming in for him is Jaden Metcalf. Metcalf is going to handle the B gap. 3 receivers split to the far side, 1 twin receivers to the near side. McCone's the lone setback. A low snap, McCone with a quick toss. And he's going to have enough for a first down as he shook a couple of tackles.
We're playing a different coverage back there, even with our cover 2 look. We rolled a linebacker out, but the number 3 receiver to the far side is uncovered, and all he's doing is taking about a 2-yard route, turning around, and they're hitting him with it, and next thing you know, they're up to the safety.
Caleb Williams checks in for Jay Woods at that defensive end spot. And here comes the quarterback keeper around the far side, and McCone is going to be brought down, and I believe that's Eric Hill coming up to make a great play from the safety spot. Now is Montez.
Montez did a good job coming out of the middle of the field. That was a good fake by McCone. He read that well, took off with it and planted his right foot, and he got to meet Skyler coming out of the safety position.
2nd down and 7. The ball sitting square on the 40. 9:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Redbirds up 21-6. One receiver to the near side, a whole tassel of them to the far. Here comes the handoff, trying to get to the outside. Cardinals do a good job turning back in, but he finds a little running room. He's going to get past the sticks before he's brought down by Jacob Freeman.
Huntsville's running a bunch formation. They're putting 3 receivers to their near sideline and just running like a sweep. They actually had us outnumbered and sealed the corner and picked up a 1st down.
1st down and 10. The ball sitting at the Huntsville Eagle 49-yard line. Bunch receivers to the near side. McCone wants the snap. Here it is. McCone with the handoff on a trap play. He's going to be hit from the backside and pushed forward and get up inside Cardinal territory just across the 50 to about the 49.
They've come in with a little different philosophy from throwing the ball. They're going to go ahead and run some traps and run some outside zones, and everything they've done to this point in the 3rd quarter has been out of a bunch formation, either right or left.
Well, that time they ran away from the bunch. Now they're going to go with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 out on the far. McCone with a quick drop. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and a great defensive play. I believe that's our outside linebacker.
Well, they actually had us over here to the near side on the trip side. They, I could hear their coaches in the other booth talking about it. It's the same play or it's the same look they gave us when they scored their touchdown earlier. 23, Zach Elsey, wide open, just getting in behind that linebacker when we blitzed, and McCone didn't see him.
Jaden Goff come up and force the tackle. Ball's back at the 50, makes it 3rd down and 9. Now he's going to roll out, go across the middle. That pass is almost picked off. It's going to be incomplete, make it 4th down and 9 as McCone took a hit after he delivered that pass from Caleb Williams.
We're getting a chance to see Caleb on defense a lot more tonight than what we've seen in the past.
Caleb brings that speed off the edge. I've watched him, of course, he's lined up against the tackle, and that tackle's having a tough time keeping up with him. Reminds me a lot of back in your day, Coach. The fastest dude on the field.
Yeah, that would have been Coy Fitz.
Well, yeah, but when he wasn't out there, you was the fastest dude on the field.
I thought we were going to go back to Herb Street or something like that.
No, I'm giving an honest opinion.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, it's 4th down. The Eagles are going to call a timeout. 7:59, Redbirds up 21-6. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Latest in Razorback apparel. Come find exactly what you need at Best Sports. With 2 convenient locations and friendly customer service, we are your local suppliers of team sports, trophies, monogramming, letter jackets, Under Armour apparel, and much, much more. Locally owned and operated since 1972, let our family help your family. Best Sports, the sports shop for all seasons.
Farmington Schools is currently seeking both full-time and substitute bus drivers. If you or someone you know has their commercial driver's license or would like more information on getting theirs, please contact Transportation Director Jim Hendricks at 479-267-6023. That's 479-267-6023. Farmington Schools is a better way to drive. Farmington Schools.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. I'm Jeff Oxford. For the 2nd week in a row, joined in the booth by 1983 graduate and a former Wendy's All-American, Coach Randy Osnes.
It's been a good time this year. 2 games in, we've got to call both of them. They haven't fired us yet, and I'm having a great time.
Well, you know, I hadn't got a paycheck either.
No, that's very true.
4th down and 9.
Not even a T-shirt.
McCone with a little quick kick goes straight up in the air, and all the Redbirds need to get away.
And they did.
So Cardinals going to take over.
We definitely learned our lesson in the first half, and I'm sure that was addressed at halftime.
Redbirds will take over on the 27-yard line. And, Coach, you talked about it before we come back from the start of the half. You know, you really suspect that the Redbirds come out here and try to maintain their dominance they've showed in the run game.
You know, it's the same defensive front that they faced to start the game, with the exception of, you know, they've got a 5 technique, number 74, in there for 55. And here we go, automatically starting out here and running a sweep. They miss a tackle, and we're going to pick up 9.
And that was a great run by Caleb. As Caleb got to the hash mark and planted his foot, cut it back in, and then outran a few defenders to get up enough for a first down. Be first down and 10. The sticks across the way show second down, but it is first down. Tony Parsley gets that corrected. We'll have to get on Tony about that. Waggles up under center. Oski's your fullback. Hand off to Caleb. Great kick out block by Oski. Caleb's doing a great job reading his blocks, Coach.
I tell you what, that's about the 3rd time tonight we've ran the old. I mean, it's a power. It's, you know, we ran it out of the wishbone years ago, and it's head up or inside space on that side of the line, and the fullback's going to kick out on the defensive end, and Caleb's doing a great job of running off Oski's hip and playing that left foot or that right foot and getting north and south.
Waggle is going to be in the shotgun. Caleb's right beside him. Quick drop, wide receiver screen. And here we go, got some running room. And we're going to break a few tackles and get inside Huntsville territory. And, Coach, I'm going to tell you what caused that play. Big Zach Newman come out, number 71, with a crackback that sprang Drew Sturgeon at about the 48-yard line. ESPN, we're not really trained. Waggles up under center. Here comes a quick toss to Caleb. Caleb, great block by Oski, and Caleb gets to the corner. He's at the 15, the 10. All right, that's not Caleb. That is Reed Turner. Oski did a great job sealing. Now, I doubt we have that on replay, Coach, but if we did, you would see a great block once again from the fullback.
No. Of course, it's already went past it, but he did a great job also on that block to spring Reed Turner. And Reed, of course, has exceptional speed, got to the sideline, and here we go.
Well, here's the snap. The extra point is up, and it's good. And, Coach, if you could see the replay. Toss. Look at Zach Newman come out there, and just about the time that cut away, he was getting ready to pancake. And then if you're watching on down, Reed Turner gets to the sidelines and turns on the jet.
Yeah, that was a great run. Quarter and established the run game, and we did.
Cardinals got it teed up. The white hat says, come on. It's going to be fielded on the run at the 23-yard line, and he is going to be smoked at the 32. and getting up off that pile.
Look like Trace South along with Jaden Carter.
Boys, they hit him. He will feel that tomorrow. They give him forward progress to the 34. After that hit, they were to give him about 5 more yards. Redbirds up 28-6. One receiver split to the near side, trips to the far side. They're in a bunch package. McCone is lined up in the shotgun. Imagine that. Quarterback Reed, and the Redbird does a good job there. See who gets up off the pile.
Looks like Avery King. No, I take that back. I'm wrong again. That's Jaden Carter. Did a good job, a very good job, fighting off the stock block and getting inside of that block to make that tackle, knowing that he had a corner outside of him.
Second down, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. McCone's a lone dude in the backfield. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Cardinals showing blitz. Now they back out. McCone's going to try to go across the middle. That pass is short, incomplete.
Well, they were trying to come over here where Jaden Carter was. You know, Jaden Carter's outside linebacker, and anytime they give us that empty backfield, they give us trips look. You know, they've gotten lucky a few times and hit us behind that linebacker that blitzed, and of course we didn't blitz that time. There was no one open.
3rd down and 10. The ball sitting at the Huntsville Eagle 34-yard line. 2 receivers on either side. McCone gets the snap. Here comes pressure from the backside. That pass is thrown out of bounds. And Jacob Gray hit McCone from the backside just as he got ready to throw the ball.
Well, that's one he'll definitely feel tomorrow.
So far tonight, the Huntsville Eagle offensive tackles had a rough time when we had Jacob Gray and Caleb Williams in. A couple of guys that got a little speed.
Got a little speed, and Jacob Gray, of course, with that wingspan. I mean, he can get rid and chuck blockers and get to the backfield, and you know all he's got to do is work to the outside. And too many times tonight, McCone's run right at him.
Sturgeon's going to field it, and kind of juggles it, but he pulls it in and gets down to the back up to the 38-yard line. So that's where the Cardinals will set up shop. And Coach, last series we didn't run a single pass play. And Seth Swan is going to come in at quarterback.
Seth Swain's in there. Seth Swain. Once again, I think we need to do the same thing we did in the last series. Just go ahead and run. I mean, these guys will be out of juice. They've been playing both ways all night long. Let's put these big bodies on them and pound the football.
Well, Kurt.
There we go.
Here we go on a rollout. Good block by Oski. Seth is going to lower his shoulder. Seth had an opportunity to go out of bounds, and he decides he's just going to go ahead and lower his shoulder.
Well, when you don't get a lot of opportunities to get in there, you want to be seen, and right there he wasn't looking to go out of bounds. He was looking to pick up a couple more yards.
Well, that moves the ball over into Eagle territory to the 49-yard line. Jacob Gray is going to be the tight end on the near side. Drew Sturgeon is split, lined up in the slot. Xavier Staten to the top. Hand off to Caleb. He reads his fullback, cuts it back in. Now he puts on a burst. Breaks 2-3 tackles, gets down to the 16-yard line. And, Coach, we talked about it, him setting up the blocks. He got down into the side the 30 and fell right in behind Jacob Gray and just kind of let it play out.
Yes, he did. I mean, even through the initial blocks all the way up to the linebackers, we were on blocks, sustaining blocks, and he did a great job of reading those blocks and staying with his fullback, with his tight end all the way through. Good run. Good execution on the offense play.
Huntsville Eagle down on the field. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Well, I think we got a replay.
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward.
Seth is up under center, fakes the handoff, he rolls out. Oh, had a receiver wide open down about the 2, but he tucks it and runs. Slow getting up is Cody Parrish.
Yeah, he's one we don't need to go down. Cody's done a great job the last couple of years anchoring that offense from the center position, and doesn't look like it's too serious. Should be back in next couple plays.
You know, Cody's a smart young man, but here's the thing I like about Cody. He got his toughness from his mama. So I'm pretty confident that he'll be all right. Seth's up under center. Here comes a quick hitter to the fullback, and that's a touchdown.
Great fullback trap. Hit it quick. Good job by the offensive line. Oski hit the hole, and there was nothing but green grass in front of him.
That's going to make it 34-6 with 3:46 left to go in the third quarter. The Cardinal offense has got it dialed up. Low snap. Great job there by Javin Jowers to dig that up. Kick is up, no good. For those of y'all at home, during halftime, the wind picked up here at Farmington and kind of blew that one off a little bit wide. Got a replay.
Zach Newman.
Great play.
It'd be fun to run behind the line like that.
Well, Coach, make a few adjustments at halftime and come out. And third quarter, the Redbirds look sharp.
They do. They do. We, we even had the opportunity. Seth Swain's come in here and engineered a great drive right there, and tucked the ball a couple of times when he didn't think he had a receiver open, and we've held on to the football.
Redbirds are going to tee it up at the 40. 34-6. Hey, look at this. There's 3:46 left. The score is 34-6. How about that?
I have no comment.
They don't happen very often. It's kind of like if you want to have a 98-yard drive, Coach, the only way that can happen is for you to start on the 2. Swift kick takes a high bounce, fielded at the 30, and the Redbirds just about had him chased down, and a couple of Redbirds run into each other. And a couple of Redbirds slow to get up. Looks like Montez, along with Jaden Carter.
Yeah, George fielded that squib kick. Cameron George did, and all of a sudden he put on a couple moves there, and Montez had a beat on him, and so did Carter, and he put a move on both of them. Next thing you know, those two forehead to forehead on each other.
Well, Montez is going to have to come out for a play. McCone's in the shotgun, no receivers around him. Redbirds let them complete one right behind the linebackers, and they get across midfield inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line.
It's kind of like drawing it up in basketball right there. I mean, they gave us that 5 wide look, and on the trip side, number 23 for Huntsville, instead of just working his way out there in front of that linebacker, Zach Elsey does a good job of finding the void in the zone. And, of course, once again, that was like the touchdown play they had earlier.
First down and 10, the ball to Cardinal 35. 3:18 left to go here in the third quarter. McCombs in the shotgun. Crow's right beside him. Low snap, ball's on the ground. McComb has time to pick it up. Now he's going to go deep, and that pass is incomplete. They're going to be a flag on the Redbirds for roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer called against Farmington.
And I didn't see who it was. I was watching the flight of the ball.
I was the same way. He picked the ball up off the ground. I didn't think he was going to get the ball up. I figured he was just going to go ahead and fall on the ball, and here we go again. So he threw a ball about 35 yards in the air, just shy of his receiver. And I didn't see that we hit him late.
Be first down. Move the ball down to the 20-yard line of the Cardinals. Bunch package on the far side. McComb hits the quick slant across the middle, and that pass is going to be complete. Swarthoff. And Coach, right now we're letting them cross our chest.
That's a well-executed play. They had the single receiver side opposite of the bunch formation, and he ran a 3-yard slant in front of our corner, in front of our safety. McComb threw a strike.
Be first down and goal. The ball sitting on the Cardinal 5. Redbirds up 34-6. Here comes the jet motion. McComb with deep drop, and he's going to be sacked from behind.
Jaden Carter came off the edge. He rolled away from Jaden. 21 back for Huntsville. Cyrus Crow whiffed on the block and got a sack. Great play by Jaden once again. He's had a good night.
8-yard loss. Brings up second and goal from the Cardinal 13-yard line. I say we run the same play. McComb's in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper trying to get to the sideline, makes one miss. Now he's going to be brought down. There's a flag. Boy, look at the arm on that official. Flag comes in from 25 yards back. Looked like a hold from up here. But I got my glasses on. They're going to talk about it. Personal foul, face mask.
Personal foul, face mask called against Farmington.
Remains second down.
Second down, moves the ball up to, looks like it's about the 5-yard line. Hey, look at here, he's up under center. First time all night. Hand off, trying to get to the outside. He's running to the corner, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. As that was number 23, Zach Elsey.
They gave us a tight end for the first time tonight. I'm not real sure we were lined up correctly, and if we did get lined up, we didn't get lined up very quick as far as get to that outside shoulder pad of that tight end. He had us hooked, and it was pretty easy on that stretch play.
Coach, a couple of big penalties on that play. Roughing the passer, personal foul, face mask. And
that's the first time tonight our defense has kind of dropped the ball as far as keeping everything fundamentally sound.
Eagles going to go for 2. Redbirds show blitz. McComb's going to roll out. And he's going to throw back, and that pass is almost picked off by Montez. As it looks like Jacob Gray, once again, was putting pressure on the quarterback. So we're going to take a quick break with $1:20 left to go in the third. Redbirds up 34-12.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Chachere's.
Makes everything taste great.
Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news there, you pay your bills there, you do some shopping there, and on the internet with PG Telco, you got a lot of things on your side. First of all, Zing Broadband, moving at the speed of light. And then there's the 110 years of experience you get with PG Telco and a 24-hour repair service guarantee that you may not find elsewhere. So be it your home or your business, PG Telco has you up to speed with Zing Broadband. Connect fast with us. Call 479-846-7200. 479-846-7200. PG Telco, moving at the speed of life. Let's face it, the internet has become part of our day-to-day life. You find your news.
Randy Osnes and Cardinals going to field the kickoff at about the 21-yard line. Got some running room. Here we go. Turn on the Jets. It gets up over the 45 to the 49-yard line. And, Coach, I got some scores. These were from halftime. But Fayetteville is ahead of Bryant, 17-10. Little Rock Christian is ahead of the boys from Springdale and beyond, 19-7. Greenwood is ahead of Fort Smith Southside, 22-0. Ozark ahead of Clarksville, who we'll have here in a couple of weeks, 28-7. And Springdale is ahead of Alma, who we also have on schedule, 14-6.
A couple teams in there that we definitely need to pay attention to.
Here comes the handoff up the middle. And it looks like, I believe, Caleb Williams is back in the game along with Waggle. And Caleb is going to get inside Huntsville territory all the way down inside the 40. That's enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, Zach Newman, the interior offensive line, and Zach Newman especially, I mean, they're staying with their blocks and driving their guys 10 and 11 yards down the field.
Offensive line's done a great job tonight reestablishing the line. I would like to point out that I was right about Cody Parrish. He's back in the game. So Waggle's going to be in the shotgun. And here we come on the jet sweep. Caleb Williams out blocking and getting to the corner. And they're going to stay in bounds. Going all the way is Reed Turner. A couple of great blocks out here on the corner sprung him. And oh, man, there's a flag at the 31. That accidentally fell out of somebody's pocket. No, the white hat is going to call a hold. Hey, if we had replay, we could see how bad of a call that was. So take the 6 off the board, and that's going to move the ball.
Flag from he could have never seen it. But
there you go. Kurt Herbstreit says no, he did not see it. So my suspicion was confirmed. Waggle's up under center. Jacob Freeman's checked in at the fullback. Here comes the handoff to Caleb. Caleb breaks it right up the square up the middle and gets down inside the 30, all the way down to the 25. And, Coach, when he planted his foot, he headed south and he was gone.
He hit it hard. I mean, that's what you talk about with your tailbacks, reading that block and exploding through the hole. And, you know, he's exploiting the blocks that our offensive line is providing for him tonight.
First down and 10, the ball sitting at the 25-yard line. And you start the clock here, and that'll be we're going to try to get one play in before the quarter ends. Here's the pass is complete to Zay. Zay's going to make one tackle miss and get down inside the 14. So, Coach, that's the end of the third quarter. Redbirds up 34-12. We'll take a quick break and be
Williams Tractor is a proud supporter of Farmington High School, academics, and athletics, and wishes all Farmington teams a successful season. Williams Tractor carries over 120 different lines of equipment and knows that tradition is as important on the field as it is in serving our customers.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free Blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and 7-to-7 banking. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free Blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Start of the fourth quarter. I'm Jeff Oxford, joined by Coach Randy Osnes. Redbirds down inside the red zone. First down and 10 at the 12. Waggles up under center. Quick toss, run the bubble screen to Zay. Zay's going to pick up a yard, maybe get to the 10.
That was very slow developing.
Second down, let's call it a short 8. Well, what are we going to run here, Coach?
Every time I've said it tonight, I've been wrong, so I'm going to leave it up to you, Jeff.
I am calling a Caleb Williams touchdown right here. Here comes the handoff to Caleb. Caleb's going to cut back. And once again, I am right.
Yes, you are.
Boys, Caleb Williams with a cutback and a touchdown, and sometimes it's just hard being me.
That was a great counter play. It was either a good counter play or we ran a little G block or our guard pulled out there on that power. And, Caleb once again is exploiting some holes. And, of course, the last 3 yards was all Caleb Williams.
That makes it 40-12, I think. Our clock operator, once again, is way behind. But he missed the pregame meeting, so we got to cut him some slack. Kick is up, and it's good, but he didn't see that either. 40.
It was a G block on the power. We pulled the guard out. Zigzag Newman takes care of the defensive end where we could lead our fullback through. And once again, I mean, we're dominating the line of scrimmage offensively. And those guys inside and interior. Right.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I was saying during the replay that I've been told during the replays they can't hear you break it down. We'll work on that, try to get that better. But
it's probably a pretty good thing.
It is. Cardinals got it teed up. Here comes swift kick. Going to be fielded at the 34. Looking for some running room across the 40, the 45, up to the 48. Here comes a flag thrown in. That flag came from South Fayetteville. Got to be a hold.
One thing about it, I know these guys are from Fort Smith, but that flag that he threw right there, he actually crow-hopped and threw that in. It looked like an outfielder trying to make a play at home.
Personal foul, face mask against the Cardinals.
And that's twice tonight that Cameron George on the squib kicks has returned for a pretty good return, and then all of a sudden we grab a face mask.
So Huntsville's going to set up shop. First down and 10 at the Cardinal 36. 11:05 left to go in the ball game. Redbirds up 41-12. They're giving Tony Parsley time to get the chain gang set, and now we got them set. Cardinals show blitz, and here they come. And he breaks a tackle in the backfield, breaks one on the far side, and coming up to clean it up, I believe, is Hill.
Hill came out of the secondary and made a good tackle. We've got some new kids in playing on the defensive line. Had him in the backfield. He made a good move to get out of that tackle.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10, the ball at the 24. McCone back in the shotgun. Redbird's been in that forefront all night long. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 lone on the outside. Quarterback Reed got some running room. Makes a cut at the 15 and gets back inside all the way to the 10.
That's the first time tonight we've gotten sealed on that corner going towards their sideline, and they did a good job. Their version of the sweep, they actually didn't have a bunch formation, and normally tonight have been running that little sweep out of that bunch formation, but we were sealed on the outside. He did a good job of getting north and south once he got around the end.
1st down and 10. Actually, they're saying 1st down and goal. Ball sitting just inside the 10. McCone's pass to the end zone is caught for a touchdown.
Zach Elsey kind of curled in. It wasn't really a post route, just kind of ran a banana route in towards the goalpost and set in between the safeties, and McCone threw a strike. That was a great ball that he threw, and he just found the soft spot in the zone.
So that's going to make it 41-18. The Eagles once again going to go for 2. Here comes the reverse, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield.
Our defensive line did a good job right there getting some penetration to blow up that counter action.
Huntsville's scored 3 times, went for 2 all 3 times. All 3 times been no good. Kind of reminds me of Woody Hayes at Ohio State, Coach. He went for 2 all the time against Michigan, and they asked him, Coach, why'd you keep going for 2? And he said, because they wouldn't let me go for 3.
I agree.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go for 2. Well, you got 10 minutes left to go in the game. And, Coach, you're going to have a tough game next week. You got to go on the road for the first time to Pea Ridge, who's got a very good ball club. So what are you going to try to accomplish the last 10 minutes of this game?
Well, you're getting some new faces in there right now, some kids into some different positions, and let's see what they can do so we can add some depth. Next week is a non-conference game. You definitely want to win your non-conference season. But you want to see some other kids in game situations and see how they do. Get them on tape and let's show them some things, whether they're doing it right or wrong. Let's pat them on the back either way, and let's develop some depth on this team.
You know as well as I do, Coach, your backup, you got to take advantage of these times, because the truth of the matter in football, you're 1 play away from being in the game at a crucial point.
No doubt, especially with the schedule we have.
They kick it deep, and it's fielded back at the 20-yard line. Going to get up across the 30 to about the 34. Drew Sturgeon with a 14-yard return, and here comes the Cardinal offense. Looks like the starting offensive line will be out there.
Seth Swain's coming back in at quarterback. Last time he was in there, he engineered a great drive down to score, and we'll see what he does right here.
I see Colton Reeves, who checked into the game as a receiver. Looks like Tony Mayo also in. Here comes the counter play.
It's a little tough to run a counter when your guard and tackle don't pull. He ran into a wall of Huntsville defenders.
Maury Donovan gets hit in the backfield. They'll go down on his stats as a loss, but I think you pointed out that really wasn't his fault. Offensive line's done a great job all night. That may be the first blown assignment we've seen. 2nd down and 12. Cardinals in an I formation. Receivers split on either side. Swain's up under center. Here comes the toss, trying to get to the corner. Donovan falls in behind the blocks, cuts back inside at the 40. Going to get up across the 45 and got enough for a first down as they're going to mark him down at the 47-yard line.
We were sitting in an offset eye. Did a good job once again with our fullback getting out there and leading the way. Ran to the weak side of our offense to what should have been the strength of their defense. We did a good job of blocking on the perimeter, and definitely he made some things happen there. I like watching him run the football.
Number 10, Watson, checks into the ball game. Swain with a handoff to Donovan, and Donovan's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cameron George came off the corner right there unblocked and got to Donovan before he had the opportunity to actually get anything going.
They're going to give him a pickup of about a half a yard. Second down and a long 9. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the ball game. Redbirds up 41-18. Reeves is split to the near side. Swain's up under center. Here comes the quick fullback hitter, and Huntsville ready for it that time. Then we'll give him back to the line of scrimmage. Good play there by the interior line of the Huntsville defense.
Well, that's 2 plays in a row tonight where we've tried to run some counters and pull some linemen here in this final minutes of this fourth quarter. I guess we still have 7:30 left to go in the ball game. We've missed some assignments. I don't know if we're not getting the proper calls at the line of scrimmage or what, but we, with this bunch right here, we shouldn't have that problem.
Third down and 9. Swain drops back, got Newman out lead blocking for him, and Swain's going to run out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the Huntsville Eagle 47-yard line.
You know, Seth has had 3 opportunities tonight to sprint out and throw, and you know, he's had to tuck it each time. You know, he didn't see that those receivers were open in any of the 3 attempts that he's had tonight. I would like to see him let go of the ball one time and see what he has. I haven't had the opportunity to see him throw the ball yet this year.
Jacob Gray standing on his 40, waiting to receive the snap from Trey Waggle. Good snap. High kick. It's going to bounce inside the 10 and go. They're going to mark it. Did they say it went in the end zone?
They did say it went.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
You know, Jacob Gray with his punts has done a good job tonight. Not only tonight, but 10 days ago also, and he, you know, he just looks effortless. You know, that's a pretty good punt right there, and that could be handy as the season progresses.
47-yard punt. All we needed was 46. Jacob getting a little greedy. First down and 10 at the 20. McComb with the handoff. They're trying to get to the outside, and a good job there by the Cardinal defense. Looks like coming in from a defensive end spot.
Michael Sellers was there that time. They weren't going to get him hooked.
Sellers in on the tackle. Going to get him for a loss of about 2. Second down and 12. McComb's in the shotgun, directing traffic. Now we're going to have 2 receivers on the far side, 3 on the near side. McComb's in the backfield all by himself. McComb's going to tuck it and got a little running room. He's going to be hit pretty hard from the backside, but he's going to get up across the 30. That'll be enough for a first down.
You know, I said Sellers a while ago. I think it was Dooley that was actually on the tackle, and he made that tackle right there. He had some pursuit and ran McComb down from behind, and you know that was almost a touch breakaway. That's a good pursuit by Dooley.
First down and 10. Ball sitting at the Eagle 31-yard line. Pass is tipped up in the air, and I believe the pass was tipped by Jay Woods.
They're going 5 wide. Trip side, we're giving an uncovered receiver, at least giving that look. We kind of made a little adjustment there where we're jumping the route just as soon as he snaps the ball.
2nd down and 10. 3 receivers to the near side. McComb with a 3-step drop. Looks off downfield and dumps it off short. And coming up to make a hit there.
Mark Dooley.
Dooley bringing the hammer.
Dooley's doing some things right now that's going to show up on tape, on film tomorrow that, you know, he might get a few more opportunities to get in there and play some defense. If nothing else, definitely on some special teams.
Great hit there from the linebacker. Makes it 3rd down and 7. Cone's the lone man in the backfield. That pass once again is tipped. 2nd time this possession, the big mitts of the defensive line tips the ball.
Jay Woods over there, about 6'3", 6'4", sticking that left hand up in there and knocking that thing down, tipping it. Doing a very good job. Can't get to the quarterback, get those hands up.
You know, I think doesn't Jared Morrison coach the defensive line?
Either defensive or offensive. I'm not real sure.
Yeah. Well, if he
Burger
coaches,
King All-American
he's
is
a
what
Burger
you're
King
talking about.
All-American scat back. And, oh, boys, they barely get that punt off, too. I don't know how we missed them. I really don't. Michael Sellers, once again, just about got there. But the Cardinals going to take over 1st down and 10 at the 33 with 4:49 left to go.
Here's Dooley on the form tackle. That's almost textbook. Face was up. Good wrap, grabbed cloth, and drove his feet through him.
Great job there. Here comes the pitch to Donovan. Donovan cuts it back inside. Got some running room across the 40, up over the 45 to the 46.5.
I'd say run it again until they stop us. That's the 2nd time in a row we went offset with our fullback. We're getting them hooked on that side, and Donovan's reading his blocks very well.
Set swings at quarterback. Marcravion Watson runs the play in. Watson and Gray split to the near side. Donovan's your lone setback. Hand off to Donovan. He's found him a little running room. Goes to cut, and he slips down just across the 50. Donovan's got a little burst of speed, Coach.
Yeah, he does. He hits the hole exceptionally hard and lost a little footing there. He might have picked up a few more.
They got the ball back over on the far hash again. Look for him maybe to pitch it back this way again. Wide side of the field. Cardinals in an I formation. Here comes the handoff to Donovan. He plants his foot, and there he goes at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and the 5. And Coach, he hit, when he got about to the 40-yard line, he hit a gear and he was gone.
Tell you what, when he got past the linebackers, there was no stopping him. He had 3 guys that had angles on him, and they couldn't get to him. We're going to get a replay on it. I say we're going to get a replay on it. No replay.
Oh.
Everybody saw it on the first run, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, they did.
If you could have seen the replay, you would have seen how Donovan took the pitch and ran back to his own 10 and then outran everybody down to the goal line. Oh, here we're going to try to show it.
Brian Dean's going to show it to us
Oh,
again.
there we go.
No, maybe we're not.
Yeah.
We are about like Fox Southwest, aren't we?
I guarantee you. Cardinals opened up a 48-18 lead with 3:38 left to go in the ball game. Let's look right here.
And
he goes, I'll see you guys in the lunchroom.
I think Donovan's a junior. I don't have it on my stats, but I think he is.
Great run there by Donovan, the junior. Got behind the linebackers, turned on the Jets, and he was gone. Colton Reeves got it teed up. Pooch kick going to be fielded at the 22-yard line. And it's going to be brought down at the 36. And in on the tackles, Andrew. Let's see, what number was it?
Looked like Jaden Goff made that tackle.
Jaden Goff. First down and 10. Ball will be at the Eagle 37-yard line. 3.5 left to go in the game here, Coach.
Put some good drives together. Ice this ball game, 3:30. Getting the opportunity to see some folks get in the ball game hadn't had the opportunity in the last couple of weeks.
McCone going to go across the middle. That pass was tipped. And I tell you what, Coach, Johanna Mitchell made a great job, great recovery. And the ball kind of hit him in the back of the head and bounced up.
Johanna Mitchell. We also had Colton Kilgore in there on it. Kids are playing hard.
McCone's the lone person in the backfield. 5 receivers all split out. McCone pumps it, lets it go. Going to be caught at the 43-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 44, make it 3rd down and 3.
They pumped it that time since our defensive ends have been knocking the ball down, those little short passes, and he found Cameron George out there, and he picked up 5 or 6 yards on that play.
McCone looking at the sidelines to get the signal. 3rd down. Ball sitting at the Eagle 44. Tried to run the quick slant, and that pass is incomplete. Checking into the game for the Redbirds, number 61, Ori Phillips. He's going to take Jay Wood's place. So Ori Phillips is going to be the defensive end on the near side. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know it's late in the ball game. It's 48-18. You got your 2 techniques right there on 4th down. They should be pinching hard, and we might even push the Mike linebacker up there over the top of the snapper, but he picked up 4 yards, and they're going to go ahead and carry on this drive.
Denton Fletcher is in at the 1-2 technique, and the Chuck Carlson is the other, 78 and 74. Denton Fletcher, the big sophomore. Quick pass out to the far side, complete. Breaks 1 tackle. Here comes a flock of Redbirds to make the tackle. Going to get the ball inside the Cardinal territory all the way down to the 46. 2 minutes left to go in the ball game.
It's Sean O'Connell going in to replace Ori Phillips. Rolling kids out, getting them on film, getting them on the field so they can take a look at them.
Quick pass to the near side is caught inside the 40. And a good job there coming up from the safety spot, number 34, Trey South.
Trey's a sophomore. He did a great job for the junior high team last year. I'm hearing nothing but good things from the coaches about how he practiced and his work ethic.
Dylan Gustin is cornerback on this side. Game clock's down to $1:25. McCone's in the shotgun. Boys, we turn around, we got that one. Threw that right over Jarvis's green shoulder. Make it 2nd down and 10. See if the front four can get a little pressure on McComb. Here comes Fletcher breaking free. They get the quarterback just as he throws it, and that is Denton Fletcher. No, I'm sorry, that's number 76, Hayden Grantham.
McComb's taking a couple of shots tonight. Gotten up quick. Or not gotten up so quick after that one. He had a receiver that broke open over the middle on a little post route and just overthrew him.
Down to minute 7. Good pressure there by the Cardinal offensive line or defensive line. Here comes the handoff. Gets to the outside. Now he's going to be chased all the way to the sidelines. Going to be stopped short of a 1st down at about the 40-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 58 seconds left. Don't know why our clock operator keeps stopping the clock.
Well, sure has been nice to see tonight the different attitude. We hustling on and off the field. Kids playing hard, a lot more enthusiastic. Definitely with the offensive line coming off the ball. Defense was sound throughout the night. Did a great job holding this Huntsville team to 18 points.
4th and 4. McComb's going to keep it, and he's going to have a 1st down barely. It's going to be pretty close. I would imagine in a 30-point game they're going to give him the spot, but it's close.
I don't quite understand that. We have the spot, and then we toss it to the line judge running in from the other side, or the side judge. That did not make a lot of sense right there. If you have the spot, leave the football on the ground.
I don't understand it. 1st down and 10. Game clock's down to 40 seconds. McComb with a drop back, going to try to hit the receiver at the 12, and he does. And he's going to be ran out of bounds at about the 10-yard line as Trace South comes up and pushes the receiver out. They're going to say he's down at the 8. Well, Coach, we had a long time between the 1st game and the 2nd game. Now you get back into a routine. Tomorrow you come in and watch film, and then you start preparing for Pea Ridge.
They'll get a lot of film to see, compare what they've done in the last 2 weeks, and measure their successes, and what they like we talked about. You're gonna get better from week 1 to week 2, and they definitely have. And they've dominated the line of scrimmage tonight, which they're gonna have to do next week, no doubt. Pea Ridge has got a couple backs that can go. Reading the paper last week, I saw where they're actually leading rushing right now in Northwest Arkansas as far as any schools. We're just definitely going to have to be able to stop their running attack.
That pass was incomplete in the end zone. McComb's going to line up again. Now he's rolling out. And that pass, a great defensive play, knocked away.
Dylan Gustin did a good job on that play.
Dylan Gustin tipped the ball away. Good job there by the secondary. Makes it 3rd down and goal from the 8. 25 seconds left to go in the ball game. (48-18). And you know the Cardinal defense wants to hold them here. Coach Ward buys every kid a donut if they hold them under 20 points. So every kid in class for Coach Ward next week will get a free donut if the Redbird defense can hold them here. Makes it 4th down and goal.
Yeah, timeout.
Who called a timeout? Why do we call a timeout?
I don't think we did. I think that was Huntsville.
I don't care. When I'm talking about, we're all in this together. So with 15 seconds left, Huntsville Eagle is going to call the timeout. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
I love the app. I use it to deposit checks,
Snap the pictures, enter a few things,
and then you just deposit.
It's that easy?
It's that easy?
It's so easy to use, my dad can do it.
What's the most unusual place you've used the mobile app?
On top of a mountain in a snow cave in Vail, Colorado.
While I was waiting in the drive-thru.
The deer woods.
Church.
Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Attention students, have you found a place to live yet? Don't move into high-rise, high-cost student living. Live somewhere comfortable, affordable, on the bus route, and close to everything you need. It's all at Mad Sky Rentals. 95% of apartments are rented in Fayetteville, so Mad Sky's places are going.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 4th down and goal. The ball's at the 5-yard line. 15 seconds left to go in the game. Quarterback's going to roll out, and that pass is incomplete. Cardinals going to take over on the 5-yard line.
I'm going to say a little victory formation right here. Run out the last 9 seconds and get ready for Pea Ridge Blackhawks.
9 seconds left to go in the game. Redbirds will take one snap, take the knee, and that will be the ball game. And, Coach, got a few things. This is one of them great deals. You win the ball game, but you've got a lot of things that you can talk about in the film sessions. And boys, for us to be successful the rest of the year, we've got to clean this up.
Yeah, and not only that, not just with your starters, you had the opportunity to get a lot of kids in the game. Everybody gets on film. They get the opportunity to be seen, and just like watching Mark Dooley make a couple great plays defensively, maybe he gets a few plays next week. Maybe it just works out throughout the season. That's some more added depth.
Well, Coach, that's the ball game, 48-18. And now next week we go on the road to Pea Ridge. We're going to turn it over to a couple other guys, Matthews and Kerry Pitts, and let them call the road games. Coach, I appreciate you helping me out.
Oh, you bet. This has been a lot of fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And next time we're at home, if we're not on the road playing a fall ball tournament, then we'll definitely be back. And it's a pleasure calling with you. And unless Feinbaum calls you and he thinks he needs you on the SEC network, I'll definitely be back here to call a game with you.
Well, Coach, I don't believe I'll be going down there. Gas prices are too high.
It's been a great time.
It has. I'm Jeff Oxford, Coach Randy Osnes, and Cardinal fans, Cards win 48-18. Everybody have a great weekend and go Hawks.